Hi, I'm Movie Man. I'm an octopus who reviews movies, and today's review is going to be on.
Rated PG-13.
So, the Marvels. Now, I have seen the original Captain Marvel, the first one, which came out a few years ago. I rewatched it there a few days ago, in preparation for the Marvels, and while I wouldn't say it's a really a bad film, it's honestly very meh. Um, Definitely not one of the MCU's best, like towards the lower end. Um, I watched Miss Marvel, the TV show about a year back. You guys may remember I did a review on this, and if you guys may remember, I didn't like the show very much. I was going to I was going to rewatch it in preparation for the Marvels, but I only watched like the first episode and like the first 8 minutes, second episode, and like I just didn't finish it in time. And well, Monica Rambeau, we've seen her use her powers in WandaVision, which I watched like 2 months after I watched Miss Marvel, and that's a great series. On the other hand, WandaVision is a great show, but yeah, Monica was quite good in this. Moving away from all that, so we got our first trailer for the Marvels there some good months back, and well, I'll be honest, from the trailers, I don't think this movie looks like great. It didn't look amazing or anything, but it did, however, look like a pretty fun movie, and so I, I had like moderately high expectations for this one. Now I'll be honest. As we got closer to the release date, my high expectations for the movie did kind of start to lower a bit. As I kind of, not that the trailers were bad or anything, but I did kind of start to get a little less interested once we got close to the release date. But I still held my hopes high that it would be a good film. In terms of the reactions I saw before going in, I saw quite a mixed response for this movie, alright, with some people really enjoying it and others kind of being a bit more mixed on it. Anyways, I went in to watch it today, and I have to say, I actually thought it was pretty good. Now, I wouldn't say it's a great film. I do think 3 MCU movies we've gotten this year, I do think this is probably the weakest one. Well, to be fair, I should probably rewatch Quantumania at some point, because my original review for Quantumania is actually quite outdated now. Um, but however, I ended up having honestly a pretty good time with this one. The cinematography in it was very good. I thought the movie was shot very well. It did have kind of that like sort of MCU style cinematography to it, but I thought it looks very good nonetheless. The editing in it wasn't too bad either. I thought the editing in it was actually pretty good, especially since because like they're always switching places and stuff. Despite that, the editing actually turns out to be quite solid. Yeah, the editing in it was pretty good. Then we have the pace in the movie. Now, as you guys may know, This film is actually holding an MCU record for being the shortest movie in the MCU at only an hour and 45 minutes. Yeah, that's now the short that makes it the shortest movie in the MCU. I'll be honest, despite the fact that this movie did have a shorter runtime, I do kind of think alright that the movie, it did feel a bit long for that runtime. It kind of felt like an average MCU movie in terms of its runtime. But the pace, to be fair, wasn't really something I was all too bothered by. So I thought the pace in this movie was also pretty good. Then we have the music in the film, and I think like the score in the movie was actually very good. I really liked the music in the film. And I even liked like they had one or two good songs in there. Like of course they played Intergalactic in the trailers. They had it in the movie, and right. I thought the music in the film was pretty good. Then we have the characters. So first off, we have Carol Danvers herself, Captain Marvel. I thought that she was pretty good in this film. Like I liked what the film did for her character. I thought Brie Larson was pretty good here, and I did like her chemistry with the other two Captain Marvel. So yeah, I thought Carol was pretty good in this film. Then we have Monica, and Monica was very good in this film as well. I realized what the movie did with her character, and like and I did like especially her whole relationship with Carol in the movie. The film kind of delved a bit more into their relationship because this is the first time seeing each other since the original Captain Marvel. I thought the movie did a very good job focusing on their relationship and stuff. Yeah, I thought the two of them were. I thought she was very good in this. I liked their chemistry with each other. Then we have Kamala Khan, who is Miss Marvel. I thought, to be honest, even though I didn't like her show, I thought she was good in the show, and yeah, once again, she is very good here. She's definitely the comedic one of the three. And I do like I do like her chemistry with the other two throughout the film, and Iman Vellani once again has a lot of fun in the role, and I overall just found her to be quite a fun character. We also see Nick Fury again in this film, and it's great to have Nick Fury back in the MCU. And yeah, I liked what the film did with Nick Fury. I mean, Grant, compared to Secret Invasion, he's a lot more lighthearted in this film compared to that series. But it does make sense, and I thought overall he was just he was a very fun character here. And we also see Kamala's family, her parents and her older brother, and I thought they were very fun characters. I thought they were entertaining. I would say that for the most part, the characters in this film were pretty good. However, I will admit though, the villain of the movie, Darben, yeah, pretty much since the trailers, I kind of had doubts about her, and I mean, the film kind of did go a bit into her characters. The film kind of tries to make her interesting, but yeah, I'll be honest. I did not think she was a great villain at all. Honestly, yeah, and she's definitely the weakest um villain the MCU has had in the last while. I just I found I found her I just found her to be kind of bland. She at times she just felt like a female version of Ronan the Accuser. I mean, just look at the two of them. She can pretty much tell she's basically just a female Ronan the Accuser. Um, and I mean, and Zawe Ashton tried, but the script just didn't give her much to work with. But outside of the villain Darben, I thought the other characters were pretty good, and well, the best character in this movie by far though is Goose. Goose was the best character in the first movie, and yeah, it's great to see her again, and once again, she is just the best. I mean, a lot happens with Goose in this film. I won't give it away, but oh man, Goose is just easily the best thing about the Captain Marvel movies. But yeah, the characters in this film were pretty good overall. The visual effects in the movie were actually really good. I do think that Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 is probably the best out of the three MCU films this year in terms of the visual effects. I will admit, if there's one thing which this movie did do better than Quantumania, it's the visual effects, because while the visual effects in Quantumania weren't terrible, yeah, there were times where it was, you know. But here, the visual effects actually were very good. I thought everything looked nice. It all fit in very well. Overall, I thought the visual effects in the movie were very good. The plot of the movie, I'll admit, I do think it's an entertaining one. With how like the three of them are kind of swapping places and everything, and for the most part, I do think it makes for a pretty fun movie. I gotta say that I thought the action scenes in it were actually very good and very entertaining to watch. Especially like there's this whole sequence where the three of them are they're switching places and they're all ending up in three different locations, and they're having to battle against Kree warriors, and the Kree are being brought into all the locations and stuff, and it makes for a very fun sequence. And I do like how the film kind of gears it is kind of gear into the multiverse a tiny bit. Because since this is the multiverse saga, they could be doing a better job at focusing on the multiverse, but while I don't think it does the best job here, it still did a good enough job with it. So yeah, I thought the plot of the film was pretty good. Then for the narrative structure, I do like how the film kind of focuses on certain aspects. Like the main plot itself of the three of them going on the mission, it is fun enough to watch. I do kind of like how I especially like how the film explores Carol and Monica's relationship and stuff. Yeah, I thought one of the other subplots, like Kamal and stuff, were kind of fun. I'll admit, like the subplot with Dar Ben, while it actually wasn't that bad, I kind of liked how the film explored certain things, but I just thought it could have been better though, with how they could have made Dar Ben a bit more, interesting and stuff. But outside of that, the narrative structure was pretty good. So yeah, overall, The Marvels was a pretty good film. Well, I do think it's probably the weakest of the MCU movies we got this year. I still thought it was a pretty good film. It was entertaining. There was some good visual effects. That an entertaining plot. There was some great action sequences. The characters were pretty good. It had some very, very good music and some pretty good cinematography as well. I'll admit it's not an amazing. I don't think it's an amazing film. There are some issues I would have with it. Most notably, the villain was very weak, but outside of that, it's an entertaining film. I would say that this film is actually an improvement over the original Captain Marvel and also the Miss Marvel show. So yeah, I'd say it's definitely worth a watch. So that I'm going to give The Marvels a 7 out of 10. So with that, I'll see you guys next time, and bye.